out there. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC with Crystal Edge Technology Screen. I knew my hand was in the way there. All right, so one of the things I had to test to make sure it was going to work, because again, I do not want to walk into a business establishment with untested equipment or untested products and not knowing how they're going to react. And like I said before, ambient light controlled environments is the biggest cheat you can possibly do to your own products, because again, if you need to make the environment comfortable so the projector can generate a better image, this is going to hurt you in the long run. So this is something you do not want to do. So make sure you test your products in an extremely well lit environment. And then, if you have to do an installment or something that pops up, your technology will do well because it's used to being in an environment like this right here. That right there is our technology under our dedicated black Cinemax. So we can use that in a fully lit environment or just about anywhere because we tested it. So I have to go in. I got 11,000 square feet to run through. I have these tables they want us to set up. And on these tables, they want to be to project video games on the table. So we have our Pico projector here. We can't use a very big projector because, again, that's a lot of light coming down on top of the screen. The environment the restaurant's going to be in, it's not even going to be this well lit. So the fact that we can pull up on our black technology this clean at 50 lumens is actually fantastic. All right, so one of the things I want to tell you about when you're doing a thin coating. Now, we have a thin coating for the mist. That's why it's called mist, because it's a thin coating. It's designed for front and rear. And one of the things I explained to you, actually, I'll talk about that in the next video. Let's talk about this right here. Because like I said, there's things that I explain to you in videos that will plague a screen if you don't do proper testing. One of them, if the coating is very thin, as we have ours used for front and rear for glass, one of the problems you're going to pop into is if you're going to be using this on a non-transparent surface. And keep in mind, this works much better on a non-transparent surface for a table or for a floor, but for a projection screen like this, for some reason, because of the angle, it doesn't work well. But anyway, we did the test already. But anyway, for a table, if we're doing a display like this for a restaurant, or for the place I'm going to be doing my installs at, we have to make sure that the image is going to pull up. So, if the surface has has any form of imperfection in the surface, guess what's going to show up on your screen? Because the formula is thin, and that's what's going to happen. I explained this multiple times in demonstrations. I've seen this through Goose Screen. Goose Screen had a very thin formula when they started off, and it required for you to actually sand the surface down, do a lot of priming, due to the fact that any imperfections that you would have on the wall would transfer to the screen. So, this table is my work table. Do a lot of work on it. Basically, I've spilled paint on it, whatever, This table's been through some stuff. So anyway, coating this on here because I just need to see if the projector is going to pick up on this 50 lumen projector, which we usually on 50s. We use 1,000 lumen projectors. This is the ones we use. That's the lowest we use, but this being a 50 lumen projector, I need to see if the image would pick up nice and clean. And the image picked up nice and clean, but the problem is also too, we picked up any imperfection that was previously on the table. And this is a reason why, if you make your main screen paint product designed for walls and floors and what we've seen right now, not for floors, but mainly for projection screen, it's a thin coating. Problem you're going to have is any imperfection you're going to have on that surface, it's going to push through. So you're going to have to sand, or you're going to have to prime. Something's going to happen, but you got to do it. I'm going to redo this table right here. I'm going to prime this table and recoat it again. But as you can see the little imperfections right there. That's what's going to pop up. So you have to make sure that when you're using a thin coating, that one of the problems that are going to pop up is any imperfections you're going to have in the screen. It's going to pop up. Basically, on the surface, it's definitely going to pop up on your screen. So the imperfections there, they're definitely going to pop up. But other than that, we have to prime all the tables anyway. So we're going to prime all the tables and then basically apply this coating to it. And then we can hook up a bunch of these Pico projectors. I didn't want to go with any projectors like that. That'd have been way too big. And this right here being ultra short throw, we could have set one of these up. But again, it's a big projector. They want something small and discreet. So the best projector we can use is small and discreet are the Pico projectors. They would work just perfectly. And we can actually hook this up to a RetroPie. And this wouldn't be running through a PlayStation unit. If you run it through a little RetroPie about that big, that we can connect onto the side of the projector, and then we can actually produce images right here. They'll have controllers that they can come in and they can actually play the games. So that'd be pretty cool. That's what they want. Now, as you see, our technology, our black technology, pulls up a nice bright image. Oh, it's amazing. Let me come over here for a minute. Let's see if it's over here. But like I said, where they're going to be eating at, it's not going to be this dark. So it has to work with lights on, which is really important. And we have to have it at a distance. So these are the gaming tables that they want. I think I have to do like 20 of these. So knowing that, like I said, that imperfection right there, see right there, that's going to pull through any of the tables that have any kind of marks or any kind of imperfections or over tables we'll be doing. Then we have to prime over the tables and then spray them with the coating. That's what has to be done. Anytime you use a form of a thin coating like the mist. Now, if we're using the dedicated black Cinemax, we don't have to prime jack. We just roll over top of it and we're done. That's more of a thicker front projection only. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video demonstrations. Just a little bit of research I'm doing right now. And everything went well. Worked out perfectly. It's displaying on the table. I'm going to shoot a short video of this so we can have this for them. Send it down to them so they can know what it's going to look like. We have to give them some kind of idea what it's going to look like. And there's the projector right there. So people sitting down, that's going to be nowhere where it's going to be able to, we have to have the tables positioned a certain way too on top of that. So we got to figure all that out. Definitely got to figure all that out. I'd rather, if it's me, I would go with glass tables. We do glass tables. We can hook projectors up under the table, which would make it much easier for me. That would be much easier to do. But they want to recoat their previous tables. So we'll have to do those. Alright, with that being said, gotta go. Thank you all and God bless.